Tunakujua wewe Ruto unaogopa majenzi.
The Karua and former Deputy President Gachagua have set aside their political differences and promised to work together.
Now that we are together, we are going to form a formidable team with the rest of Kenyans. Not just here in the mountain, with the rest of Kenyans.
Boss, vitu kwa ground ni mbaya. We now have a candidate.
This comes after the two former rivals met at Karua's home, where they entertained the possibility of working together. The meeting between the duo is a strong indication that Mount Kenya region will unite behind one candidate in the coming 2027 elections, and that candidate could be Martha Karua if the courts don't get Gachagua off the hook. Will it be Martha Karua or Matiang'i?
Mheshimiwa Rais William Ruto, jana niliona ukituchekelea unasema kuwa sisi tumeanza kutetemeka kwa sababu utatushinda kura. I say, boss, vitu kwa ground ni mbaya. We now have a candidate and his name is Fred Matiang'i.
The meeting also reflects the thoughts by the former Deputy United leaders and voters from the mountain around one candidate, even as they forge alliances with other regions. In 2022 presidential elections, Karua, who was poised to become Kenya's first female deputy president, failed to get the backing of her people as Raila's running mate.
This time, we know all your tricks. Tukicombine vile tulivyo, tunakujua kindani. Uelewe hivyo. So we are going to defeat you, whoever goes to the commission, because Kenyans will have spoken. So today's meeting is really the two of us, national leaders, who also happen to be neighbors, coming together to rally the nation, all people of goodwill, to come together to liberate the country. Wherever there are people, there is unity. If we are to move forward, you cannot move forward with people without putting them together. And we really need liberation, economic, socio, political. We cannot have a constitution that says one thing and a regime that is going a different way. I keep reminding William Ruto, I know you oppose the constitution. Tulikuwa pamoja na tukapitisha kule Naivasha, ukaruka. Wewe ni mtu wa kuruka kila wakati. Na sasa unaruka katiba ambayo imeidhinishwa na Wakenya wote. Hatutakuruhusu kuendelea kama katiba haiko. We have a constitution. We as Kenyans will make sure that it is followed.
Even though the NARC Kenya party leader missed the opportunity to make history in that election by a whisker, she appears to have renewed her resolve to be the president of this country. Will the celebrated politician invite for the principled approach to politics finally break the glass ceiling and become Kenya's first female president? Gachagua called on Karua in the company of his wife Dorcas Rigathi. Others in Gachagua's company was elected leaders allied to him, among them Githunguri MP Gathoni Wambuchumba and Kirinyaga women representative Jane Maina.
And it is insulting to this community for the president to go around in meetings calling us tribal. We know he is unhappy. We know he is frustrated. We know he is bitter that our people have left him. But sio sisi tulimkataa. Mimi mwenyewe nilimwambia usiguze mlima akaguza. Si ndio? I told him the people of mountain don't like betrayal. He betrayed us. I told him the people of this region hate deception. He deceived us. This problem is his own making. So frustrated as he is, bitter as he is, let him relax. Because even if he keeps on calling us tribalists, we had our own candidate called Mwaura Wahiga on the ballot. We never voted for him. Had we been tribal the way he is saying, we will not have voted for him and Raila Odinga.
Two leaders were later holed up in a private meeting getting a possible political truce. The detail was still yet to be out at the time of publication. Gachagua and Karua have not seen each other eye to eye politically, their ideological differences culminating in verbal attacks in public. The former deputy president often ridiculed Karua's supposed inability to articulate issues during their debate in the run-up to the 2022 general election.
Tunakujua wewe Ruto unaogopa majenzi, sababu unajua waliongoza Wakenya kukufuta kazi. Uwaogope usiwaogope, utawapatia ID cards, watakuwa registered, na hata ukienda uunde kamati ya uchaguzi, a William Ruto Commission, bado tutakushinda. This time we know all your tricks. Tukicombine vile tulivyo, tunakujua kindani, uelewe hivyo. So we are going to defeat you whoever goes to the commission, because Kenyans will have spoken.
At the time Karua was running for the president, second ODM boss Raila Odinga and Gachagua behind William Ruto, he persisted in mocking Karua's political might using the MAGA votes she mobilized for Raila as yardstick. On her part, Karua countered Gachagua's secret rhetoric by accusing him of being part of exploitative regime and that condones maladministration and corruption. She also accused the former deputy president of dictatorial tendencies, saying he did not deserve the post he held.
Now that we are together, we are going to form a formidable team with the rest of Kenyans. Not just here in the mountain, with the rest of Kenyans. Even in Rift Valley, people are talking to us. They are as dissatisfied as you are. They are also being abused. I saw one of the personal assistant to the president abusing the Kipsigis people. They are as unhappy as we are. Sio nyinyi peke yenu mumeitwa mademoni. Hata hawa wa Kipsigis wanalalamika. Ana hawajajengewa barabara, wamedanganywa. It's not just us in the mountain who are having a problem. It's the whole of Kenya. And therefore we are going to work with the whole of Kenya. So,
the meeting comes following weeks of exchange between President William Ruto and his former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua. Gachagua has for the last weeks hosting a delegation at his Wamunyoro home in your theater in what allies says have been meeting to shop for a political vehicle ahead of the 2027 general election. Gachagua and Kenya Party leader Martha Karua have buried the political hatchet and vowed to work together ahead of the 2027 general election. The move comes as the leaders who are critical of President William Ruto's leadership craft new ways to block him out of key voting blocks. Karua also announced plans to unveil her rebranded party, which she says will liberate Kenyans from the claws of Kenya Kwanza misrule. The party will be registered next month and is one of the fronts she is hoping will turn the political tide against Ruto's UDA in the Mount Kenya region. The former deputy president also hit out at President Ruto for referring to some Mount Kenya leaders as tribalists, saying that it was unfortunate that the president had turned into insulting the people who made him president. On our part, Karua said that the new found unit would create a formidable team that would negotiate with other communities on how to liberate the country from the current regime. Karua announced that she has since rebranded her Kenya Party to the People's Liberation Party and will be building her brand ahead of the elections.